What's up, guys? This is the Dwellers, finally back. Clearly hopping on the old world hype train, for sure. And by that, also will start doing a bit more of batreps. A bit more, I will start, period. It's been a while since last time. So yeah, super hyped about the old world. Of course, we've all been waiting for this for what, almost decades, something like that. Stupidness. Anyways, this is my absolutely first game of Old World. Disclaimer: I have not had the time to read the rules all correctly and good yet, so there will be a lot of mistakes, and especially I did a lot of mistakes. Considering rules I didn't know existed and rules that has changed, which I didn't know changed, and a bit some of that. But the best way is to learn is just by playing, in my experience. So I just jumped in on this one. Same with the list. I just threw something together in 5 minutes just to be able to play. So even the list is not optimized, not even by a long shot, but I get to try a few things. Up against demons. A friend of mine, very good player, very good player in ninth age, very good player in ninth age even. He wanted to try the demons, and now shortly after the PDF actually came out. So always fun. Let's go to the list. So, in my opinion, or my first impression is that you will always need a level 4. Not to start sure now, but we'll see. I also decided I will try all the different lores and started off with high magic and see where that takes me. So for the list, level 4 Spellweaver, only Great Eagle, because with the new line of sight rules and everything, it's actually quite easy to hide it. So gonna give that a try. And then the second thing that feels like the best in the game, character and dragons, or behemoths or whatever. So a Glade Lord on Forest Dragon with the Ogre Blade, Tasman Protection, and an Annoyance of Netling. So super offensive build. Only have a 4 up, 5 up, but I should be able to dish out quite a lot of damage. It's still 9 wounds. It's quite insane. And yeah, strength 6, strength 7 on the dragon, thunder stomp or stomp d6, what you call it now. I know it's nothing's good for protection in challenges, -1 to hit, so feels like an auto include. I think it's only like 15 points or something, so why wouldn't you take it? Next up, it's a bit of a toy. I don't think it will work that good. I've read a bit about it. I think most of the people on the internet are wrong. There's been a lot of speculation if, like, yeah, take Swift Shiver and you'll have 4 or 8 shots or whatever. I don't think that's true. If you read rules, it's quite obvious he only has his 2 attacks. I did put additional hand weapon. I mean, that's just before I read it. Additional hand weapon doesn't enhance your statistics, just give an extra attack in combat, so it won't help for the Bow of Lauren. But anyways, a Waystalker, Arcane Bodkins, Bow of Lauren, and a Master of Malevolence. The Master is like D3 strength 2, Armor Bane. If you're lucky, you can take a wound with it. I suppose he's actually quite good with, if you to like snipe out like sheep characters or wizards and stuff like that, but 2 shots is still almost 200 points. Not sure. We'll see how it does. Over to my core. 12 Glade Guards with Hagbane, Champion, Standard Bearer, and then Banner of Midsummer's Eve, which means they more or less ignore cover, which is actually nice. 2 units of 5 Glade Riders with Hagbane and Reserve Move. Reserve Move is super nice. You just need to remember to use it. 7 Deepwood Scouts with Hagbane and Fire and Flee. Then 10 Wildwood Rangers with Champion Position Standard, so full command. And then another naked 10 Wildwood Rangers. 5 War Dancers with Champ and additional hand weapons. 1 Giant Eagle and 5 Wave Watchers with Arcane Bodkins. So as you can see, Arcane Bodkins maybe not super good against demons, but I didn't know what he was gonna play, so I just tried to make a generic list. And over to my opponent. Keeper Secrets, level 4, Siren Song, Sporific Mask, and Capturing Gaze. So yeah, Keeper Secrets. Kind of doing what they always have done, right? Demon Prince, Nurgle, Fly, Heavy Armor, Steam of Contagion. So Breath Weapon, and it flies. 2 units of 10 Demonettes with Champs, 2 units of 5 Seekers with Champs, 5 Chaos Furies, 4 Fiends, and then 2 units of 3 Plague Drones with Champ, Standard Bearer, Plague, Probostic, and Venom Sting. And that's the whole list. Over to the deployment. So I wasn't fully aware that woods actually block line of sight until during this game. So I just put the war dances up. Then some the Rangers scouting, thinking that I maybe could get a few shots off the keeper. Same with the Glade Riders. I mean, poison against a Greater Demon has always been kind of good. The banner unit with Wildwood Rangers, like center left. Chaff Eagle, the Dragon, even the Waste Dog is in there in the forest somewhere, very well camouflaged. The Way Watchers, another Rangers, the Glade Guards on the hill, just to be able to shoot with 2 ranks. Riders behind, and then the Wizard. My opponent, both units of Flies and the unit of Seekers on his left, my right. And here, the Skull Crushers are proxies for Fiends, so those are Fiends. And the Papa Nurgle one is the Demon Prince, if that wasn't obvious. So I lost the roll, Egan went first, and he super pushed. I can also say that every turn in this game he ran the Lore of Illusion, and every turn he got in the Fly spell on his Keeper Secret, which made it really nasty and also quite funny. So you'll probably see him jumping around a bit. But yeah, he's super pushed, and this is where I realized that I can't see him since the force is in the way. Never thought about that before, so yeah, great. Other than that, he just pushes up, hides the Demon Prince behind the building so I can shoot him. He's still only toughness 5, so I can actually do some damage on him with Waste Stalker then. Over here, pushes up, the Fiends just goes around. This flank super pushes up. He was within range with the closest drone unit and shot with the shooting attack and managed to kill 1 Glade Guard, so fine, I suppose. My turn. So I just moved the war dancers out of the arc, out of line of sight, just to be there and be annoying, I suppose. The scouts, I just went as far back as I could, hoping that he would go forward with the demon so I could shoot him later, and yeah, just stand there. You can see a little bit on the Rangers just moved up to embrace or just threaten. Here, yeah, same. Since he pushed that much, the Wizard just has to get out of dodge. You just flew the Wizard not as much as I could. You still can't march and cast spells, so I flow my 9 inches or 10 or whatever it is now. I did get off Drain Magic, and I get off +1 attack on the Wildwood Rangers. Probably won't do anything, but anyways, the Riders just moved as far back as I could. In the middle, just consolidated. The Riders, I just moved up since the right flank was quite heavy. I wanted to try to shoot off a few flies before he made it for a charge. So both the Way Watchers, Way Stalker, and the Riders just moved up to shoot there. And with missed picture, with all the shooting and everything, I killed 1 fly and did another wound. So not super good, but good enough, I suppose. Demon's turn 2. You can see his Keeper Secret is very, very far down. Yep, he has the fly spell, got out the fly spell, and he just moved fast. and above everything. Everything else just keeps pushing, keeping the distances. Demon Prince actually got off out of the arc, so he's kind of safe there. So good position. On the next flank, he didn't charge the drones. He charged the Seekers into the Wildwood Rangers, but failed it. Also shot one Seeker with the Way Watchers because they couldn't see the drones because of the Rangers. And he only managed to kill one. So far, I'm not too impressed with shooting in the old world, I have to admit. Yeah, with his breath, later we realized that he couldn't march and use a breath weapon, but that's a mistake you do when you're new to the game, right? So yeah, he burned away 4 of them, 4 of the Wildwood Rangers, but yeah, it is what it is. My turn too, and the worst possible thing happened. So they built, I can't remember the name of it, but from the Keeper Secrets, had to basically the scouts had to make a leadership test, or they would have to charge him. Of course, I failed my leadership test, and I had to charge him, which is kind of the worst thing ever to happen. So they're probably screwed, and I can't shoot this keeper with all my poison arrows, including the scouts. So yeah, this really sucks. War Dancer just followed everything, moved up into the forest. Other than that, I had to use the Glade Riders to kind of block the keeper, since he casts a spell after charges, so he can't use it to charge above stuff, so I just chaffed him. Tried to line up the Rangers as well as I could. I knew what was coming. Flew up the Wizard just to cast a spell. Since I played High Magic, I got Fury Convocation, which on paper should be decent, I suppose. Didn't get it off though, and here you see that I haven't played a rank and file game in about a year. Very bad positioning of the Wizard, just in the middle of it, close to everything. Bad play. Dragon as well, feels like I'm playing 9th Age. Just being careful, consolidating, waiting for counter charges. I don't think that's the way to play a dragon in the old world. Everything else just same, consolidates. Have to use the Eagle, chaff the Fiends. On the right side, I just turn around with the archers trying to deal with those 2 drones. Same with the Glade Riders. Same with the Waywatch and Waystalker. Everything put together, I did 1 wound. So still not impressed by shooting. In combat, yeah, those scouts just got slaughtered, as you could imagine. Damn. Demon's turn 3, and now stuff are about to happen. So the Fiend shot the Chaff Eagle. Both the Seekers and Plague Drones charged my Glade Guard, and I fled. And then they redirected into the Wildwood Rangers. And the 2-man Plague Drone unit just charged the flank of the Rangers. So yeah, they're in for quite a world of hurt. And this is as well the Glade Guard after I fled and died a few from Dangerous Terrain. Fleeing through the flies, because you do that before charges, I think it was. Yeah, and that was how it looks. On the other side, it doesn't look better. So the Demon Prince and the Demonettes charged the Rangers, which meant that the Seekers fade charged. But yeah, with the initiative, how it goes, he will strike before me, so I'm probably dead. And also here why you see why I positioned the Wizard so badly. It's an obvious overrun into not good. And as you can see, he didn't shot with the Keeper. He just, once again, got the spell through and he just flew over. So now he's in a very good spot. Um, things are looking quite grim, for sure. Uh, over to combat, one blessing is that he super whiffed with the plague drones. He only managed to kill like 3 rangers. I actually got to hit back. He did quite good on saves, so I only managed to get 1 wound through, which means 2 damage. So one of the drones got whittled down a bit. And of course I lost combat, I fell back 2 inches, it just followed. As you can suspect also, the eagle super dead. And yeah, the ranger's super dead. Demoness overran into the wizard. Demon Prince just consolidated. So over to my turn. In an effort to, his Seekers, if you didn't see it on the picture, they just follow the Glade Guard. So in an attempt to save them, my Glade Riders are charging. I'm thinking that they should strike first, and with the spears, they are strength 4, so maybe, hopefully. He did countercharge, which made him the same initiative. He rolled high on it, so he came up to the same initiative as me, which, kind of sucks, but we'll see how it goes. Over here, the dragon countercharges into the demonettes. The only thing I could charge. And I managed to reach the Seekers. Only 3 of the War Dancers made it in though, but with 2 supporting, but supporting isn't a thing anymore. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. We'll fun to test them in comments, see what they can do. Movement, I rallied, the Glade Guard rallied. Everything I had just lined up to try to shoot the Keeper Secret. And altogether, I actually managed to do 3 wounds on him. So this kind of shows a bit of the potential if you played right and actually get some shooting off. If I wouldn't have failed that leadership test the turn before, maybe I could have whittled him down a bit more. But no one will know. This was the first time the shooting actually did what I thought it would do, if you put it like that. And in combat, despite actually striking first this time, I did as before 1 wound, and this time he didn't whiff, so he just destroyed rangers. So it sucks for me. Over here, I charged with the bit, killed 2. He killed 4 in return. I lost, I fell back. In good order, he restrained, lining up for the archers. Bad. Big surprise here. War Dancers on the charge, despite being only strength 3, are actually quite potent. So with the champion in there, I opted for the +1 attack dance, and that gives them 4 attack base, 5 on the champ. So 13 attacks from 3 dudes against the toughest 3 targets. So yeah, I just killed them outright. Overran to chaff. With the dragon's help, I actually managed to kill the demonettes. So some points, very good. Couldn't overrun. You can see it on the picture with the base and everything, but the overrun would have missed the Demon Prince. Otherwise, I would, of course, have overrun. Demon's turn 4. So he charges the fast cap. I stand and shoot. Make another wound on me. So he's taken 4 out of his 6 from just crap. I can't shoot and flee with them because I will just run off the board and he will charge something else. Let's be honest, it's kind of over. I'm just trying stuff out and see what happens. After we didn't flip the models, but they are looking at the way of my single Glade Rider, the 2-man Plague Drones. So he charges the Glade Rider, Seekers charge in flank of the Glade Guard. Other Plague Drone charge into the Waywatchers, same as the Fiends. And the Demonettes charge into the War Dancers. And better picture, and the Demon Prince just charges my wizard. So yeah, in for a World of Hurt for sure. And how skirmish rule works, I now have all the 5 war dancers being able to strike, and I do strike first since I was only like 2 inches away from him. We strike at the same time because the 2 inches he gets agility 6, or if it was more, and he gets 7. I can't remember the stats of him. If it's an initiative 5 base, maybe on the Demonettes. Anyhow, I'm 7. So I'll strike first, or we'll strike at the same time. Over here, all of the charges just kind of close, so everything is in. Over here, he charges. Get into Glade Guard. One funny thing about the single Glade Rider is that I took shoot and flee, just hoping to get the last wound off one of the drones that was on a wound left. Of course, I rolled a 6, which is a poison. He missed a save, so I killed it. And then I fled, and he actually ran me down. So, moral victory, at least. Another picture of that. Over here, the Furious just moves up. Not much to do. There's no shooting, so yeah. He managed to win combat, not by much. I lost, gave ground, but I gave ground to outside the border of the playing field. So yeah, destroyed. Sucks. That's a new thing I have to kind of get used to. I didn't even think about that. So don't stay too close to the edges. Yeah, in his turn, he also got it off the spell, which makes my dragon -2 movement and can't charge, which really sucks. So yeah, it's just gonna stand there. War Dancers, Demonettes, I killed a bunch. He killed 2 in return, so yeah, they will probably win that fight. He super smashed my wizard, so Demon Prince can go after the War Dancer as well. And with that, yeah, we just played one more turn, and I killed the Demonettes. He killed everything else. He don't want to charge my dragon, which is probably the right thing to do, because that dragon is actually quite nasty. So yeah, super floored. 20-0 victory to demons. I think I took like 300 victory points and he took 1500-ish. So yeah, hard one. Great fun though, even though I lost. A lot of full useful lessons for the future games. As I said, I just threw the list together. Had some problems with it. Felt more like a warband than an army, to be honest. Played the dragon way too defensively. I should just have super pushed and get into combat and just kill stuff, because that's what it does. For reals, it's insanely good. Not too impressed by shooting so far. I'll see what I will use. If you play Woodless, you need some shooting, right? So I'll see what I do for the next list. So yeah, this is my first game of the old world. Need to learn the rules better, but it was very fun, to say that. Need to get some rules correctly and see if we find some wonky shit that we need to sort out, or anything like that. But so far, so good, I would say. I do have another game coming up against Bretonians. I'll try another list. Maybe change half of this one, so still have the things that I thought worked and change something else for something better or something I need to test. I will certainly play the dragon again, because I need to try out the potential in it. Killing a 10 million of demonettes is not representative for what it can do. That's for sure. So I had a blast with this one. Hope you liked it. Stay tuned for a lot more old world content coming up. as I said, now I'm on the hype train, and we're going full speed. So gonna try to fit in as much games as I can, and I will batrep as much as I can. We'll see about the format later on. If this format here is certainly the easiest one to do, especially if I'm not in my studio or something, just away or on tournaments. It's a lot easier doing this than anything else. So this format will still be here. I'll see if I can find something else and something better with more production value in the near future. So stay tuned for that. Until then.